stage warrior to step into the spotlight. He is endearingly known as S to the W, to the brain, to the brain, to the games, and he carries a noble mission to guide you through the vast array of challenges that gaming offers.
Happy New Year's, everyone, from SWBrainGames. And just wanted to show you guys real quick the hydro and tubs. Just show my entire collection this time, except for I don't have the black one of these right here in my tumbler. It's somewhere around here, but everything else is accounted for. So we got my bag, we got all of the bottles, we got the hydro and the regular tubs. And yeah, so if you just look right up there, w.gg, coupon code SWBG, it's basically a discount code, gives you 10% off your order. So you could have amassed one day what I have here after about 14 months. So anyways, and it is, we're almost to New Year's. It is December 30th, 2024. And next time we do another commercial and stuff, we will be in 2025. So, guys, just stay tuned and enjoy the video. Welcome, everyone. SWBrainGames here for Thursday, January 15th, 2026. It is 10:19 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Probably one of the earliest videos we've done. But we're doing Banjo Kazooie World 3 Clanker's Cavern. Now, of course, this one is going to be a little bit long. It is a total of 34 minutes and 28 seconds. I tried to thin it out as much as I could, but you know, it's especially the first 10 minutes of it, you know, showing you how to get there from the start of the game. Of course, where the puzzle piece is, you know, putting the puzzle pieces and stuff together. And of course, you get that one from the Treasure Chest Cove, the skill to that. And if you've completed everything from where I am right now, then you'll have about 20 pieces, 20 jigsaw pieces. And then of course, at this point you can just, if you have the pieces, you can put them all in there. And of course I was hitting the wrong buttons. But that'll open up Clanker's Cavern. And also, just to mention, you might have seen, but I'm now using ChatGPT to make my thumbnails. And actually, ChatGPT surprised me with the Clanker's Cavern a thumbnail too. It's actually pretty good. Of course, it made Clanker a little bit more kind of evil looking, but other than that, it was. And of course, Banjo kind of looked like. They kind of made Banjo almost a little bit, tiny bit, kind of fat. Almost like his Banjo Kazooie nuts and bolts version of himself. But other than that, it's still decent. Yeah, and of course I got the GoldenEye one done. And of course, on the thumbnail for that one, I guess because there was the GoldenEye movie, they have Pierce Brosnan as on the thumbnail of it, which technically that's who it was supposedly in the game, anyways. You know. But yeah, anyways, it's pretty cool. This one at points can be pain tasking and a major pain. Now, the biggest part of it being a pain is releasing not really releasing him, but helping Clanker get out of the kind of the deep water, and of course mainly, yeah, he's in the deep water, and then he's not able to breathe air because or he's wanting to kind of breathe. He's wanting to have fresh air, which of course fish don't really need it, but because they can breathe underwater. I think it's just because the water is just so toxic or whatever in the game that, well, he'll explain it anyways too. But you have to go all the way down to the bottom, way down to this bottom, and then swim around. You gotta swim around the key, or swim through the key like 3 times while you're running out of air. And of course you got a fish that hits little bubble, or brings out bubbles and stuff, and it'll give you a little bit of air every once in a while. But yeah, other than that, it's just, this part right here is just collecting. We're not even in the major part right now. And basically there's nothing right there except for eggs. Unless you need to load up on eggs or whatever. Which there is a little bit of a reason to. But as long as you don't go too crazy, you know, you're not going to be using too many eggs. And I do believe that some of the clips coming up are a tad bit off from each other. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, see, he's wanting fresh air. And of course, a lot of the areas that you're trying to go up to, you can't go there until you like, even this area, you can't go there, but it's a lot more of a pain. It's a little bit more of a pain if you're trying to do it like this. And of course, like right here, underneath this, inside this pipe, which you have to go underwater, there's a honeycomb. And of course, the first time I missed it right here. But yeah, I've played this game for years, and only difference is right now is I haven't played it on Xbox, so it's you know, I haven't played this level on Xbox. Of course, we got one more honeycomb before you get an extra life. Before you go up one more life. This one right here, you can't get until you bring him up. But what you work on right now is everything that you can get to right now, which technically is not much. There's a little bit over here, and then you go through each one of the tunnels. And go through each one of the tunnels and stuff. And find a jigsaw puzzle here, find one over here, one over there, so on and so on. Yeah, you just keep following this. And of course, I actually end up making a mistake, if I remember right, the last time I did this. Because there was that one right there, and then, oh, okay, that was weird. Maybe there was another one on the other side or something, because I end up doing that again later. So you have to go through all the pipes and stuff, and then of course a lot of the jigsaw puzzles and stuff are actually inside him. And you can go inside him in like mainly three different areas. But you can't right now because it's flooded. He's flooded. So you just start off with the pipes. You start off with all the pipes and stuff. And then of course then you get Mumbo Skull. All that good stuff. There's usually about 2 or 3 of them in each world. But yeah, you just follow the pipes, and then you'll find the Jinjos. You basically find everything that you need. If you just follow the guide, you don't have to go exactly where I'm going. It's just like this area goes here, this area goes there, so on and so on. You know, I mean, there's no particular order to grabbing the jigsaw puzzles. And of course, I came very, very close to actually drowning on this part right here, because there's no bubble or anything. No bubble to save him. It's like, what the heck? Come on! I don't want to get eliminated. Got to it just in time. But yeah, you just keep on finding every open tunnel. Going in there, you'll find a Jinjo over here, you'll find a Jinjo over there. You could get to some of that stuff from that tail, but it's not high enough. And of course, that one in the middle, you kind of want to wait on just a little bit just to get the Jinjos and all that stuff. And this one is just a roundabout right here. And then basically that was about it right there. That's how that one ended. And then we moved to the middle one right here. The one that's basically behind his let's just say behind his tail. So you got these guys that are wanting to fight you. Or of course you can just do what I'm doing. I'm after the notes. Go after the notes first. And then of course then you just set them up for a takedown. Boom. Oh, I missed a little bit. Take him out. And then that will release another jigsaw puzzle. Now, it's not like most games where you have to, where it's even like Banjo Kazooie or whatever, where you have to wait to get another skill before you go into another area or something. Most all these jigsaw puzzles and stuff can be done in one fell swoop. So that's one thing to remember. And of course, to get right here, you actually just want to do it right here, and not inside the puddle. So yeah, well, the little mini pond thing there. But yeah. Anyways, go through there, and then after that, then we start going under. Of course, first get some air, and then of course then you go in these pipes. And of course, some of them have eggs, and then some of them have the red feathers. But mainly, unless you need them, you don't have to have them. It's not important to the complete like 100% completion of the game or anything. It's not important. So yeah, we'll just try around or just get some more air again. And then basically just looking everywhere for the jigsaw puzzle, or I mean not jigsaw puzzles, but feathers and stuff, or for them. And of course that's all there was. So now you go to the toughest part of this level. I'm not even saying it's the toughest part in the entire game, it's just the toughest part of this level. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's difficult. And you got that fish there that'll give you air. And of course, one reason why I didn't go after the key first is I'm trying to go after all the musical notes. If you get 100 versus a Jinjo there, now you've got 2 to go. You got 2 Jinjos to go. I think the rest of the Jinjos are inside. Yeah, you can. I think he turned the key. I think twice or three times. Yeah, try to get the bubble. And see, I missed. The major pain of it all is just trying to get the musical notes and then trying to turn this at the same time. You see, it was almost out of life there. That guy helped me out. Got a little bit more air. And of course, I'm going to turn that one again. Which I think, yeah, I just need to be one more time. And then get the notes. And see, almost eliminated again. There was one time where I think I actually did drown or something. No, I didn't drown. I failed the one of the. You'll actually see it in the clip. I failed the one of the speed races or whatever inside his belly. I was just. Yeah, so this will bring him up, and then you'll be able to get to all the top areas, and then you get the last little jigsaw, or I mean not the jigsaw, the last little note there, and of course then you find the fish, you find the little fish to give you some air. And then with 3, you have enough to get up. You'll have enough to get up. You just gotta go. A lot of the rest of the clips after this one are going to be really short. They're going to be anywhere from like a minute to like 50 seconds or so. They're going to be really short. And of course I accidentally end up going into his belly a little bit too soon. And this, to me, is I don't want to. It's like inside his belly is just another area. Yeah, and of course he also want to take care of his teeth and everything, but do that later. See, what I was trying to do is you try to get on top of this right here, and then it'll take you up here. Of course, you'll see that I actually fell a couple of times because I wasn't paying attention. I was going too fast. And of course, you guys can just use your little the targeting on it and just target it, and then just go slow. Just go slow. Get the last note. I fell twice. And of course there is this one right here, which when we go to the next world, I'll explain what that one's all about. So of course we got the notes in here. Not really worried about that right now. Just trying to get out. So unfortunately, the only way you can get out through here is by completing this little challenge right here. And you have to start on the green one. You have to start on the green one, and then you're timed. Yeah, you have to complete all this, and of course this one is a fail. This one ended up being a failure, and then I show the completed version later. The only reason it was a failure, I would say that was part of it, but this right here was the biggest part. Was trying to do the flip. I kept on hitting the wrong buttons. And then by the time I hit the right buttons, I end up running out of time. But I think if I had like a couple more seconds, I would have got it. You gotta fly right there. And then you gotta hit that one right there. That was a failure. And so the way you get up here, as I was already up there because I was trying to save some time on the video itself. Didn't work. But do that. Take him out. And then you got this, where it can take you to 2 different places. It'll take you over here, and then basically you gotta jump over here, and then you just go right here. This is all there is right here. This is the skull. Yeah, there's another trophy piece right there. You see the jigsaw puzzles right there. You'll see those notes over there. There's also a hidden level up in there too. But I didn't actually go over that one. I actually got that one off camera, the level up one. But basically, or when we get to it, I'll explain it. But yeah, go right here, and of course you have to break break the cage right there, because there's a little cage, and then of course you can drop down. Always remember to get the notes, because the notes are very important. The notes help you get the last jigsaw puzzle. Now, I would tell you this. This in the game itself, the hardest thing by far, unless you're good at paying attention. Unless you're good at paying attention and knowing the bosses, knowing everybody's names and knowing sounds and stuff, then it'll be easy for you. But it's at the very end of the game where you have to do all the different trivia stuff. You have to do trivia, and then you have to do you have to beat you have to beat different little mini bosses and stuff like that, and guess the right note and all this kind of stuff. It is pretty crazy, let's just say. But I'll be honest, I've now, of course, see where he is right there. If you actually just continue on and fall down, if you just fall down from right there instead of going up, then you'll actually get the extra life. So always remember that. And another thing that'll save you some time on this is be sure to do Kazooie's trot, is it Talon trot or whatever it is, and then that way you don't have to worry about falling. Because Banjo doesn't get a good grip, but Kazooie can. So just remember that. Yeah, I definitely hope you guys enjoy my my new thumbnails and stuff that I'm putting in, but I'm of course using ChatGPT. So break this one, and then that's a honeycomb. That's the last honeycomb of the level. And then you go up, it'll refresh your level and everything. Now, of course, this one right here is pretty easy. Basically, you just now this, like I said, this might end up being out of order that I was wanting to originally, but you'll get the point anyways. It doesn't have to be technically in order anyways. You're just seeing where everything goes. So it can go inside and through his tooth. You can go inside and through his tooth, and that's a jigsaw puzzle. And if you go on the other side, of course you use the trot here to get all these, and then you go on the other side of his tooth. You go to the other side, and the only way you can do that is by coming in here and completing that completing the course. And the course actually makes the water go up. So this is kind of the only part, just for a little bit, that we're gonna kind of do here. Now, actually, oh, you know what? Actually, I had this one a little bit off. I knew I had it off somehow. So this part was already shown as completed, but the next part, the next part will, of course you can actually go out and in through his gills too. Just remember that. Next part here is we're having to basically go through all this again to go into this tooth. And I think I actually ended it here because I don't want to, go back and forth on that. Now, to show you the actual course, how to actually complete it. Now, I was going wrong on that, but so this will actually make the water go up, as you've seen it a while ago. Like I said, there's no particular order of doing this. So even if it kind of looks like I kind of mess up a little bit, not getting the order right, you can do it in any order you want. Pretty much any order you want. Just do that. It's not a very hard course. Just gotta make sure that you fly through those, and then you just gotta swim through this one right here. Swim through that one, and then it will bring the water up, taking you to that jigsaw puzzle right there. And it will also bring you closer to a flying pad too. And then you have to use a flying pad to get up to the top up there. And then of course, I think is it right here? Yeah, there's right here. You gotta dive down right here to get what if I remember right, is the last, should be the last Jinjo. Oh yeah. Yeah, you get that get that one. I think I did that before or whatever, but anyways, that's where you get that one. Oh yeah, this one's a little bit, I was failing at this one right here. Just try to get over there. That's where the other one, that's where that other one started. Right here. So I don't know why he wouldn't jump and fly. It wouldn't jump and fly, so I had to, it's like, okay, I gotta end this. Good. Alright, yeah, I ended up doing it, and then I think he actually eliminated me too, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Yeah, now we're inside the belly. You just gotta watch out for that. And then of course for some reason I end up getting stuck right here for a little while. I'm like, what the heck? trying to drop down and go right here. And this is where the only skill is right here. The only new skill. Yeah, it does. It makes you basically unbeatable against basically anything. And of course, especially for the future, there's a lot of tough enemies and stuff that you gotta face, and some of them can only be eliminated by doing that. But the pain in the butt part is you only get 5 of those golden feathers. I mean, you only get 10 golden feathers in total. I think there is a way through or I know you've probably seen it in like the Clanker's Cavern, not Clanker's Cavern, the treasure chest cove, or the treasure chest place, level 2. I was having trouble trying to figure out how to do this. And then of course I stopped the video because I was like, I'm trying to figure this out, and I'm like, okay, I got it. And showing where I was, 89 out of 100. We got 2 left. And once you beat that, then you basically 100% the level. Now we only got 1 left. And then we'll go over where that 1 is. But yeah. Now this one right here is not the one that, or wait. Oh, actually, yeah, this one was actually the last one, but, or did I already show that one? I still got like 2 minutes and 15 seconds, so there was another clip. So got the 10, and then now you're all set, and then that drops you right there. Of course, you can't go back up. You go right there, and just go out. If you need a life, you can go through there. But yeah, the last little thing you had to do. Well, of course, it was all complete right here. You know, it's just kind of showing everything. I know the thumbnail makes this guy look friggin' a lot more meaner than he actually is. But yeah, it's basically showing how to get all the jigsaw puzzles, all the notes, and then I think the last thing that I do is just show you how to get that one right there. Which I don't know if there was a glitch or something, but I thought I had already got that one in the previously. Or maybe it was just because I had died or whatever, and then I had to regenerate it or something. I don't know. I thought those things weren't supposed to regenerate. I see. You can tell that they've been there because there's no note. So I guess they regenerate. You can get multiple notes and stuff, or multiple lives. Oh, I guess, yeah, that should be everything. And of course, you get the one from the top, the one where you get on that platform where I fell twice. Just you get up there and get that one there. Get that note. Be sure to do that, and then you've got it beat. So yeah. So now, if I recall with that, this should say now 300 notes and about 33 jigsaw puzzles. And then of course we'll get the extra one. We'll get the extra one in the layer and stuff in World 4. All right, I'll show you how to do that one. But yeah. Anyways, other than that, that's all we have for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Always remember to never give up, never back down, face everything and rise, never give in to Satan's will, never give up dreams, never lose faith, never have any doubts, and remember that everything happens for a reason. And remember that I got the brains, and I play the games for all of you. This has been SWBrainGames, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.
Why not become a part of the SW Brain Gang today? Together let us embark on this exhilarating gaming adventure and forge unforgettable memories that will last a lifetime.